Welcome to 10 Minutes. I'm Tony Scott.
Hello.
Joined with me today, Peter Rodney. Oh, no, he's not here. He's in the Bahamas.
Boring.
Bahamas. Squirtacular week. He must have a heck of a boss.
Must be an awesome,
heck of a boss.
Great guy.
Heard he's just an awesome guy. Heard he is.
Peter?
No.
Oh, his boss. Oh, yes. Hands down. I'm ready to give him a. Never mind.
Get some game pucks.
Totally should.
Have fun this weekend in the Bahamas while we work during the Squirtacular. But it's not work, though.
No.
Friday's a little bit like work. After that, it's
all cake after that. But
all right, let's do some headlines.
Headlines. Let's do it.
Do it. Big weekend up in Grand Forks. I think it was like a changing of the guard in North Dakota hockey.
I think it was.
What happened in their squirt tournament in Grand Forks?
The big squirting event in Grand Forks was Fargo Black wins the title over their nemesis, their brothers in arms over Fargo Blue. So
where were the hosts? Maybe they were just nice hosts.
They could have been. They had a fork in them, I think, is what it was.
I'm looking forward to seeing the Blues and the Blacks in the Squirtacular, and if all goes well, we're going to get Grand Forks in the Squirtacular next year. Come on, Grand Forks.
Come on, Aviators. Love to have you.
You got pins. We want to see your pin. We want to see Grand Forks in the Squirtacular next year. We do.
But for now, Fargo is the kings of the North Dakota hockey.
And let's see if they can do it in
I'm excited about seeing them. Yeah,
that'll be good.
Back-to-back weekends.
Pee-wees.
A little bigger.
Just snore out. Chaska Chan wins another one.
Yes.
They win the Roseau. They just keep on winning.
Hey, well, kudos to Roseau for being the championship game, though. That's good for their program.
No, that's the Bantams. You got
right
way
there.
ahead.
Says Chaska takes Roseau. Oh, just takes the city. I got my two goofed up.
Roseau championship.
I got my two goofed up. I'll let him talk.
You just nod, okay, at this point. Then you get to the Bantams, and you'll talk about who Prior Lake beat.
Yeah,
okay?
right. That's right. Okay.
All right, so boring that Chaska wins. Not for the Chaska kids. Congrats to them. Here's three scores I noticed on Sunday. Granted, these are Sunday games, but they still matter. Tonka beats OMG. I think that's a big win for Tonka.
That's a good,
Roseau beats Eden Prairie.
See, there's a Roseau I was talking about right
That's
there.
the Roseau you were talking about.
But beating Eden Prairie, that's tough.
And then Moorhead wins a Northern Clash. They beat Duluth East. So
West beats East.
So you gotta like what you see out of those three teams. Drove home happy. Even Roseau, even though it was probably 100 yards home, they still left happy.
It's always good to win that last game on Sunday, no matter whether you're playing the friendship game or first ship. You always want to win on Sunday with a good taste in your mouth.
Speaking of winning on Sunday, who won the Bantam tournament up in Grand Rapids?
Oh, that was Prior Lake.
Who'd they beat?
They beat Roseau.
Yes! There it is.
A close game, though. Close game. 6-5. 6-5. So that's a up and down game, especially with the Bantams. And so
we'll be talking a little bit more Pee-wees and Bantams later in the show. We'll talk about the Moose Coheen. A lot of the same teams that were played in those tournaments are playing back-to-back weekends. So.
Yeah, Prior Lake, I don't think it's got a weekend off since November.
I'm blaming Duber on this one. Chuck Duber.
Dubes.
Fault, either good or bad, depending on how you look at their massive amount of games and tournaments.
Oh my gosh, like 50 games, 60 high.
Unbelievable.
Anyway.
Unbelievable. All right, let's talk a little bit of boys high school quickly. Tonka beats Andover
20 below.
Ice box up in Bemidji.
Outdoor ice box for sure, not St. Thomas, but
here's a few games that jumped out at me over the last few days on the high school front. Moundsview shuts out Stillwater 4-rip. Come on.
Super shocker on that one.
That was surprising. Hill Murray beats Edina at Braemar.
That was
surprising.
Close game though, but still, that's kudos to Hill Murray for taking that one over.
This one isn't terribly surprising as number 5 versus number 3, but I'm surprised a little bit on how much Totino dominated Matamidi last night over at the St. Croix. That's a team that's definitely fast on the rise.
Do they serve Totino pizzas at the rink?
I would guess it's not the rink. No, not in Brooklyn Park, but I'm sure they probably.
I'm saying at the Totino at the school. At the school for sure.
For sure they do. That's probably all they get.
Great school lunch.
Pizza rolls today, boys and girls. Pizza rolls. Yes. All right, let's take a quick break, do our favorites, and then we'll get back into some Squirtacular.
Now I'm hungry.
Moose Coheen predictions, some Boom Roasted. We got a bunch today. So What is your favorite milkshake place? Place to get a milkshake. You seem to have one all the time, by the way.
I do.
You're a walking milkshake.
I am a walking milkshake. My favorite milkshake location was actually the 76 truck stop growing up in high school. So I grew up in Austin, and so there was a big truck stop on I-90. That's where the truckers would go there to take showers or get a meal or a quick nap. But they always had the best chocolate shakes in town, so we'd hang out there all the time. Always sit in the booth, along with the truckers, right next to you, and you listen to their stories about going across. Americana, yes. Get chocolate shake and French fries. It was go-to best milkshake in town.
All right, I'm gonna go back to my roots as well. I'm going the Malt Shop, 50th Street, 50th and Bryant in South Minneapolis.
Yes.
Oh, I mean, literally, you could take that malt, the silver tin malt thing, turn it over, it would not come out. It was like cement. It was so thick.
Oh, so yummy.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Quickly before we get on to the rest of the show, if you're tuning into this show on YouTube, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button down below. Subscribers actually get a sneak preview of 10 Minutes with Tony Scott. Ooh. You don't have to wait until it goes onto the website, embedded on the website. You can actually see it right on YouTube. You get subscribed. You become a subscriber. You send a notification when 10 Minutes goes up on the night before. You can see it. So there's your added benefits. So please subscribe to YHH on YouTube. We'd appreciate it.
Yes.
Moose Goheen's coming up. It's too bad that the Squirtacular got moved back a week, that we can't see more of this great hockey, because the Bantam AA and PBAA at the Moose and White Bear is always a mainstay for me. Just a quick programming note, despite us running the Squirtacular, we will have a broadcasting crew over at the White Bear Sports Center to broadcast the PBAA and Bantam AA championship games. So tune in on YHH. If you're in that tournament, you make the chip, you can see the game on YHH.
A hockey junkie weekend.
You just
back. You have 3 phones going, your iPad,
watch hockey
your computer.
All weekend long.
You don't have to leave the house.
You could. All right, who are you taking in the Moose Goheen Bantam AA?
Oh, speaking of Bantams,
speaking of Duber.
Speaking of Dubes, I love Dubes. I love the entire Lakers squad, so I'm going to give them the kudos, and I think they're going to come on top this weekend.
That's tough.
I know it's tough. At least this is a little closer, but
that's tough.
I think Lakers are still going to rock and roll.
I think Grand Forks, who was the hottest team in the States, they're not in Minnesota, but they were hot. They finally got beat in Grand Rapids. I think they're going to come back a little bit stronger, a little bit meaner, a little bit tougher. I think they're going to win the Moose Goheen on Sunday.
I'm hoping those two, they match up. It's going to be a good matchup. But I'm going to give
1-0 in Grand Rapids in the semis.
Yes,
PBAA last year broadcasted this championship game. Duluth East beat Rogers. I think Duluth East could be back in the title game after a rough spell in Roseau last weekend. I think they'll come back fighting mad. I don't think they're going to win, but I think they'll be a contender. I'm taking Woodbury for my good friend Peter Odney. I gotta fill in for the Woodbury love. Are you doubling up on Woodbury?
I'm doubling up on that one as well. It's just looking at the squads that are there, and I don't really see anybody in the way. Not even a roll bump for Woodbury, so they're going to walk away with it.
I think
skate away with it. I should say.
I think you're right there. All right, big tournament this weekend. Obviously, we've been pumping it up pretty hard on YHH. We'll have a big preview coming out. The YHH Squirtacular. We are in our 9th season of the YHH Squirtacular.
It is monstrous.
The trophy is filling up with plaques of great players. I mean, some of the players that have played in the YHH Squirtacular.
It's like a who's who.
It's fun to watch. I'm watching the Totino Grace game last night, and there's Moose Heffron playing for Grace. I'm like, he was a star in one of the first Squirtaculars.
Yeah, 2013. Yeah, that was
fun to watch that stuff. Fun to watch that stuff. So who do you got in the Squirtacular? Who's going to win A's and B's?
Wow, it was tough. I know the #1 team is sitting there waiting with a big target in the back, so I'm going to say that target's going to be hit, and I think Chaska's going to come out on the single.
They're number 2 in the state.
It's not much of a movement, but I think Chaska's just going to...
Only one loss. I like that pick. I do like that pick. How about in the B's? What do you got?
The B's, I have to go outside of Minnesota. As much as we want to bring the Minnesota flavor.
A lot of teams from outside the state.
But every time the Coyotes come, the junior Yotes, they always come up here and they always show Minnesota how to skate, how to play, and they come with their entire squad, their whole team. I think they're going to take the B's.
No, so this is an 09 team, so they're going to be playing against 08s and 07. That's why they play in the B. They're a very skilled team. They'll move the puck well. They won it in 2017. I think this is a really good group of kids from Arizona. I like that pick as a Squirt B pick. Although I'm kind of going a theme here. I'm going to go theme.
I love themes.
I'm going right across the board.
Theme park?
Number six team in Squirt B's is Mahtomedi. The number one team in Squirt A is Mahtomedi. I'm going for a sweep. A Mahtomedi sweep in the Squirtacular this year. It's been done twice.
OMG.
OMG has done it twice. Once in Richfield, I believe that was 2014.
Yep.
And the next year again in Andover, 2015 and 2016. They won it twice.
Just copy and paste.
I think that Mahtomedi's got the talent. They can do the sweep.
They got some good hair in that team, too. I'm excited to see that. Some really good hair.
Do they ever? Casper Lang has got probably the best flow. We are going to get him flowing, that's for sure.
Flowing for sure.
All right, last segment, Boom Roasted Game Pucks.
Super excited about this one.
You got a really good one, non-hockey related. Just PSA, this is not hockey related. What's your Boom Roast?
I'm going to keep it really short. Boom Roast is going to go toward the New Orleans Saints fans.
They're suing.
For suing the NFL because their team lost. I get it that there's a bad no call, and I get it, and you've lost the game, and mind you, Vikings fans have done that, but I think that's where NFL football drives me crazy, is because we get so invested with it that their life will now stop as of this moment. So to waste time in the court systems
and to waste the court system's money, come on.
And people, it's like there's more important things to put in the court system and the judicial system than worrying about whether your team won a professional sports team ball game. So
agreed.
Boom Roast to Saints fans, and quit being poor losers.
All right, here we go. Here's mine. I went up to Edmonton last weekend and Calgary. I went to the John Reed Memorial. I was credentialed, media credential.
Right.
But they charged me for my program.
Charged.
Boom Roasted.
Who charged you for a program?
Come on. We went all the way up to see your tournament.
Those aren't cheap either.
$10 for
$10.
So Boom Roasted to the lady at the desk. I probably could have wrangled it and talked my way into it, but I didn't want to do the old, do you know who I am? Do you know how far I came?
I'm kind of a big deal at lower 48. I'm kind of a big USA guy.
I sucked it up. I gave them the $10, and now they get their Boom Roasted. For my $10, I get their Boom Roasted.
I'm sure there's like 3 viewers watching this.
Maybe 3 viewers. All right, on to the fun part of the show. That's the game puck. You want to go first?
I'm going to start Game Puck. It's going to go to the city of Bemidji for putting on another great hockey day in Minnesota. There's always been so many great opportunities and cities.
Stillwater, and we've been up there for the Bantam Elite League.
St.
They're
Paul
just
last
so
year.
hospitable.
But just a beautiful layout for, I know it was bitter cold, but thanks to Bemidji for putting on a great tournament and day.
Great. And my game puck goes out to the City of Lakes, City of Minneapolis.
Coming up.
The new hosts of Hockey Day Minnesota. They're hosting this game across the street from where I grew up playing hockey at Parade Ice Garden. I couldn't be happier to see that the Fox Sports North finally got it right, and they're going to put it in the Parade Stadium venue. You'll see the backdrop of the Minneapolis skyline in the background. It's going to be packed, packed
good
place. It's going to be great. I'm assuming we're going to see the Minneapolis team playing in it. I'm assuming we're going to see a lot of Minneapolis youth players using the rink. And I'm going on a limb here. I'm thinking Blake and maybe Benilde will be in it as well, keeping it local.
It'll be cool, too, because you're going to talk about like old Minneapolis people that have grown up, and all the kids that you grew up watching or that you played with and against. Minneapolis hockey is going to be back on the map.
The Lundeen brothers, there's so many. There's so many great high school, great players that grew up in the city of Minneapolis. It's going to be great. That part I will really enjoy for Hockey Day next
year. You say YHH might cover it?
Yeah, maybe.
Might be there?
We might be there. For Todd Houck and for the rest of the crew here at YHH, thanks for putting together a great show. We'll see everybody up in Blaine and around the rinks here. Have a good day.